David Curtis, F3, 4-inch blade. No call, no response, so the opposite. We confess to the man who was faceless. I still do the same, but to thousands of strangers. Benchmade, Emerson collaboration. I should back that up. Benchmade, Emerson, C Knifeworks, Knife Thursday collaboration. CQC7.
I have the Benchmade 32 Valley Song today.
You carry that a lot.
I do. I like it. It's fun. I need to learn some cool tricks with it. The one thing I can really do is open it and shut it. And the Curtis F3 3.5 inch frag. Badass. Framelock.
I'll tell you, the more I see that frag pattern, the more I like it.
Yeah. Me too. Want to trade?
Nah, I like my 4-inch way too much to trade.
Your pocket sword?
My pocket sword.
It's massive.
It is massive.
Here. Show this as a size comparison. Tenacious. I was in my head and I was busting apart, taking off my wife, beat her, getting drunk in the park. But after that part, I found out it wasn't Jesus. So suicide within the ink you released. I began the whole communion. Every time my music came out the speakers, I used it. And if you don't mind when I believed in voice of reason, just me and my ideas. And I could achieve it. I put my hand over my heart, pledge allegiance. I solemnly swear by the faith that raised me since cool hurt shot that needle. The South Bronx, that's hip-hop's Egypt. The word of our God has been manipulated and twisted by the same system that has infiltrated and falsely interpreted Jesus. Life for love when God. Are you done?
Yep. What are we doing today?
I put a size comparison here. Let me see.
Oh.
Massive.
Hang on. Yep. I like it. As somebody said the other day on Instagram, I always say that every knife I have, it's my favorite knife, and I can't leave home without it. But literally, I have tried to put this knife, leave it in the knife bag. The other morning I'm getting ready for work and I have my knife bag open, and I've got this and the 560 in my hand, and I'm just sitting there contemplating, going, I don't want to leave the F3 home.
I know, I have the same problem. I had Lionheart at 86 did a nice edge on my 550 and did a whole bunch of work to my frame and some nice finish on it and the blade. And I told him, dude, I don't even want to carry anything else. This is it. He's like, dude, you have an F3. I'm like, I know, but this is bad. And I carried this last night, and I actually had the 550 in my hand, and I was like, my wife just carry one of them. She's like, just carry both of them. So I'm sorry, Fernando, but I left the 550 at home today in favor for the F3.
I'm sure he's okay with that. But what I have here is my CQC7. If you guys watch KnifeThursday.com, I had an article on it. And Christensen Knifeworks did a Framelock conversion for me, full titanium Framelock.
Match you.
So it went from, what did I say? Oh, I said, yeah, Matthew Christensen, Christensen Knifeworks.
I just said his first name.
Right.
But I said match you.
Match you.
I don't know why.
Matthew, what's up, buddy? So, yeah, I was going to have custom scales made for the CQC7. And after seeing Flippin' Beans, he had an A100, Emerson A100 that Pete Gray did for him. After seeing that full tie, I just couldn't get that out of my head. So originally I was going to do scales, and I thought about doing titanium scales, and then I just said, you know what, the heck with it.
And the A100 was so badass that I thought, there's no way this guy, Christensen Knifeworks, is going to come out, you know, going to do as good of a job. Just because I've never seen, you know, any other Framelocks. That was the first one I ever saw, was the A100, and I don't know, dude. What do you think?
It's beyond my expectations. Matthew did a phenomenal job. The fit and finish is perfect.
Phenomenal.
Perfect.
I wish you would have this.
Chris already tried to buy it from me, and I said no. I will not sell this knife.
$400.
My kids would have to be really ill for me to get rid of this knife.
$400. What do you think?
And I have insurance, so it'd have to be one heck of a deductible I'd have to pay.
It's so badass, dude. He did the profile, the scales, like exactly the same as the...
I asked him to do that. I liked the shape. And we went back and forth on the anodizing. The lockup's perfect. Centers nicely. It's just nice and smooth. I mean, he does all this by hand, too. Personally, I think Matthew should stop modding knives. I think he should close his books, package everything up that he has, and ship it back to the owners, and just start making knives. Sorry, guys. But
he basically made that knife.
He did. I mean, the only thing left from this knife is the pivot, the blade, and the pocket clip. You know, he made everything else by hand. Well, of course, the screws he didn't make by hand, but this back spacer is sick.
Change the music.
Beyond my expectations, Matthew.
Look how the back spacer comes all the way around.
I know.
Did the standard one, the original one, do that?
I meant to ask him for a glass breaker. No, it didn't. And the original one broke in like 4 pieces. And I meant to ask him for a glass breaker, and I totally forgot. But he said, hey, send it back to me and I'll make you one.
Here, show the lockup on it. Do you show that?
Yeah, I did. Well, I just totally
messed you up. Sorry. Did that white throw the focus way off?
Well, yeah, because now it's all backlit. That's alright.
Want me to take it away?
Please.
That's why you're the photographer. Yeah.
What's up? Anyways, if you have a knife that you want to make into a Framelock, Matthew's the guy.
Actually, there are a lot of guys on Knife Thursday right now this month. They're doing the Sketch Edge contest. And it seems like a main theme here is everyone wants everything to be made into a Framelock.
Well, they should have Matthew do it.
I just cut my knuckle.
You're a knucklehead. Alright, so let's recap. We don't really have anything other to talk about in this video, so...
We were doing our budget today for Blade to make sure we had enough money to get there and back. Right?
Yeah, we'll have just enough.
We're good to go, I think.
I'm looking forward to Blade. Blade's going to be a
We
fun
just have
time.
to eat like $15 a day per person.
I don't even... yeah.
That should be okay. Hot dogs and... for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I gotta figure out a way to get some cigars and beers.
Yeah. That's all additional.
Maybe I'll have to sell a knife. We'll see.
Recap.
Let's do a recap. And we're back with a recap.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this month is Sketch Edge. We thought it might be cool going to the Blade. We know if you're like us, we have production knives that, you know, we like and enjoy but would make changes to. Hence I just changed my Benchmade Emerson CQC7 into a Framelock. So we thought you guys would probably have the same issues, and we'd love to see you share it with us. So sketch a edge it is. It's kind of cool going in the blade with all these knife mods and changes.
But here's the prize.
The prize is pretty kick-ass.
F3. What do they go, like $4.50?
Badass knife maker Curtis knives with the 2 3/4 inch F3 flipper.
$450 prize.
You're welcome.
So basically, just make your submissions, your sketch edge submissions, with a photo of a knife that you own and a sketch of how you would change it. We're gonna pick 10 that we like, with some input from some friends, and then we are going to do a drawing from those 10. Let's do a recap of what came in this week, which was a lot of Framelocks. Framelock everything should be the theme for last week.
That's what's popular right now.
So here you are.
Well, I like my rat one.
Okay.
And obviously Jack loves his too. And he would make it into a Framelock with a a sheep's foot blade. And he's got the whole ropes pattern acid etch, but what did you call that earlier? The X pattern?
He called it the rope pattern, but I said it looks more like the X pattern.
The X pattern. The X-Files rat one.
Just messing with you, buddy.
A lot of work went into that, huh?
Look at that Spartan lanyard on it.
I know. That's a nice bead, Jack.
Nice job, buddy. He's going to blade, right?
Full tie rat one.
Is he going to blade?
I don't know.
Jack, says
if you're going to blade, text me.
He says Warncliffe blade here.
Yeah.
So.
It's not polka dots on the blade.
I'll do one now. Another rat. This is a rat 2. Pink. Bubblegum flavor. Framelock.
Ship your knives to Matthew Christensen.
Dude, how about these submissions? For real. Awesome,
yeah,
right?
It's awesome.
It is awesome.
Really cool.
Super excited.
Unlike the one guy who thought that it was stupid.
Yeah.
Right?
Drawings for drawings. Lame.
Right. I wanted to basically...
Anyways. He added Tang flipper. Oh, he added a flipper. I didn't even notice that. Okay, so he added a flipper, Framelock, and a deep carry clip. That knife would not leave my pocket.
What do you think about the whole? What do you think about the whole deep carry clip?
I like them when they're deep carry. Some knives work. Some knives work without it. I think, like the military. I kind of like how that carries the way it is.
I had quite the discussion on Instagram with a guy the other day about. Matter of fact, it's the guy that bought your knockout. About deep carry.
Well, that's got a nice carry.
Right.
Nice carry.
Right.
But you know what doesn't work as deep carry is like the Lion Steel SR1 is too deep.
Yes. Well, I even think the knockout was a little too deep.
I have to put a lanyard on the Lion Steel SR1 to get it out of my pocket.
Yes. I actually don't care.
There is such a thing as too deep, right? And some of the say it. So.
Not according to your buddy who brought the knockout. There's not.
Okay.
But I personally don't care for a deep carry pocket clip.
The David Curtis.
Yeah, well, that was actually the one we were talking about because I had a picture of my F3 4-inch.
F3 is not deep carry.
It's like it sticks out about 3/4.
But that's a good amount to grab.
Right.
So I guess that's the point behind lanyards. I mean, I don't have lanyards on my knives, but maybe that's why. I mean, I only have a lanyard on the SR1. Okay, back to you, JR. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Nemo, which is actually Itchy Eyes on Instagram.
Itchy Eyes, what's up, buddy? Yeah, the Carbon Wave Nano. Is that cool or what?
Knife makers, pay attention.
Yeah,
David
guys,
Curtis.
Pay attention because that's cool. I like that added carbon fiber backspacer.
You know what my favorite part about this is? That removed.
Yeah.
It gives it a nice point. I don't really care so much for the wave, but the point now is really usable.
Well, I'd like to see that more as a bottle opener. In a wave. I'm not really into wave knives, but a bottle opener would be cool.
You open a lot of bottles there,
Open my
JR?
beer. You just never know. For Newcastle.
Let me grab that.
We'll be right back, guys. So yeah, good job on the Nano. Digging the
back picture's awesome, right?
Digging the mod, yep.
The modification.
The modification. We're not gonna call it pimping anymore. I don't care for that term.
Pimp?
Pimp? I referred to it in my article, pimpers pimping their wares.
Pimping their hoo-ahs.
But I don't care for the term, so we're gonna call it mods. Modifications. So let's see, Key Letho. Oh, Key Letho's a badass.
No introduction needed.
Yeah. Nice job, Key Letho.
You got 5 responses on this one. Nice. Oh, I set up a thing on the site now to where once your submission is approved, I go through and approve them all just to make sure we don't get spammed. But once it's approved, sometimes it may take me an hour, up to an hour to get them approved, just depending on how busy I am. And once they're approved now, you get a message, an email kicked back to you saying that it was approved, so you can come check it out and comment. Alright. This is mine here, which was by Blacksmith, B-L-A-K-S-M-Y-T-H, Blacksmith. S&G slightly altered, it's almost perfect already. But I do agree that that would make it better. Getting rid of this point back here is one of the main things I did not like about my S&G when I had it. So that would have been, I probably wouldn't have got rid of it if it wasn't for that. Because that was one of the things I actually...
Right.
It was a concealed carry, so it was really skinny, and it had that point. And I just didn't like it. The ergos in it were very poor, in my opinion. So, I like that one a lot. That would make me want to get another one. I wonder if you could do that. I bet you Matthew could do it.
I'll bet Matthew Christensen could do it.
Cool. Do you have another one?
Yeah, that one. I love the grind of the blade style. I'm not a big small fly fan, but...
How do you say that name? Fadukes? Fadu 22?
Fadu 22.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like the grind. I like the Tonto style blade.
Yeah, that's one of the things I don't like about that knife is the shape of the blade.
Alright. I think he improved the small fly.
Look at that logo. Sweet.
Cool. So, yeah.
He's at a Days In right now.
Yeah. Days In.
Good deal. So this one here I thought was creative in the way he did it.
Mini Trucker 007.
Mini Trucker 007. He basically says, this is my M16 14SFG. I don't have my 13 on me today, but the one thing I would like is the Tanto blade with no serrations. CRKT does not make that edge. I noticed that too when I was looking into those M16s because I kind of liked them for a little bit, and I never ended up buying one because I couldn't get the Tanto without serrations. So I thought it was creative the way he did this little overlay sketch.
Pay attention, CRKT.
Yeah, CRKT, make that knife, please. Thank you. I picked one more here just for, because I thought it was very unique. Basically the
Dire Wolf.
Yeah, Dire Wolf. The CQC 7 shape Tanto blade and a Microtech Ultratech out the front. That'd be badass.
That would be cool.
I mean, the only thing really Emerson about it would be the shape.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't really need like... What if you waved it out of your pocket and it triggered the button? You need to actually redo this one and add a little reverse wave
on the trigger.
Do it.
Funny.
It would be awesome if somebody does that. That's badass.
How's that go?
Anyway, very cool. That's it.
Yeah, guys, very happy with the sketch
But you can come
edge.
here and just click on Sketch Edge right here, and you can see all the submissions. We're gonna pick 10, and no way does the ones we did for the recap are not gonna necessarily be the ones that we pick. We just picked them.
Well, it doesn't mean they won't be in there, but we didn't pick them because they're gonna be in there.
Yeah. So
we just picked them because we liked them. So
these were all sketch edge submissions, some really good ones.
Really good stuff. Like,
oh, I have to change his.
We really appreciate. You know, Chris and I put a lot of time and effort into this project, so we really appreciate you guys doing the same thing with these themes, and it makes us happy when you guys put all the effort into it, because it makes it worth it for us.
How about a compression lock, frame lock, paramilitary 2?
Yes.
Did you see this one? Jack.
What's up, Jack?
He did like a
Jack the Sailor.
Hey.
He wants himself a civilian multi-tool.
He sketched it on the bottom of his laptop.
Because he couldn't find any paper.
He did a civilian multi-tool. What the... Anyway, very cool. Alright, that's it.
It's imaginative for sure.
What do I press here?
Alright guys, see you next Thursday. Peace.